All right, so this is week 7 of Purple Raiders Sit Down. I am William Moyer here with me.
Jeremiah Tillman.
Jeremiah Tillman, the sophomore defensive lineman, defensive tackle, coming all the way from Georgia. So thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
And
Thank
this week we've got Ohio Northern, 7th game of the season. What would you say the team is doing to prepare for that game?
Trying to stay focused, take it 1 week at a time so we can achieve our biggest goal. I say we probably like getting after in the weight room, same way with practice field. Also, just doing our job. Don't try to do too much.
Yeah, and team 6-0 so far on the season. You guys got big wins against John Carroll and BW, and then some blowout wins these last couple of weeks against Wilmington and Heidelberg. What would you say about the team's performance so far and how you guys have been improving and getting better over the course of the season?
I think the team performance is great. Like everybody not perfect. We still got like the little things to finish and stuff like that. But I just feel like we just got that mindset like to dominate every step we go. So just keep the consistent pace and just fix the little things.
Yeah, and to go more in depth on your kind of position group, the defensive linemen, how would you say how close that you are with your fellow defensive linemen and just how you guys are as a group?
We very close. Like we be talking to each other outside of football. It's like we family, like brothers almost. I just like the bond that we have in there. I feel like our room got a bunch of personalities, and things like that. But I love our room. It's like a big brotherhood in there. So.
Who's the best personality you would say on the defensive line?
Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon is a lot. He's like the funniest one in there. I say Brandon.
And so this is your second season being here at Mount Union as a Purple Raider, and you've gotten to play so far behind some impressive defensive linemen. You got Von Factor's having a really good season this year. Duke Hill last year had a really good season. He had a great career here. So what would you say you've kind of learned from the people ahead of you, the upperclassmen, and kind of helped you kind of build your way up here?
I'd just say like the main thing I learned, just keep working, working against like all odds. Like always just keep the mindset, just to keep going, keep striving for better, and like good is not good enough. Like we always got this one thing to saying, like even our D-line coach tell us like we don't want to be great, we want to be elite. So like just keep going, getting better and better. Like if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. So.
And kind of going off of that, how would you say that you've improved in your time here at Mount Union so far? And what do you think are some of the biggest factors and some of the things that have really helped you to kind of improve to get better?
I say I became like a 10 times better player where I came in from like last year. I say like one thing that helped me, my coach, Coach Q. He's a great coach. I feel like he made me like 10 times better football player I am, and like I'm kind of like even thinking of football from like a different standpoint. I'm watching film more, so yeah.
Yeah, being here, being surrounded by the competition, I would say some of that maybe. And so obviously you're only a sophomore. You have been a Purple Raider not as long as some of your teammates, but what would you say is maybe one of your favorite memories, either on or off the field, like anything you can think of?
Favorite memory? That's it's hard to think of. I'd probably say my favorite memory was the Muskegon game last year. It was like the first home game of the season. Like the energy was live, and like, I never visited here too. It was like my first like last year was my first like year on campus, stuff like that. But like like first home game, student section, like loud, great blowout win. We came out with the energy, like great energy, and it was a good atmosphere.
Yeah, and I didn't know that you never visited. That's wow. So my next question kind of goes off of that. So you obviously came here from Georgia. That's a long way away.
Yeah.
Different weather, different a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So what would you say kind of the adjustment has been like for you coming up here from Georgia, and like what would you say maybe your favorite part and least favorite part so far of like the Mount Union experience, or like something that surprised you about it? Just speak on what it's like being here.
Well, like for one thing, like experience-wise, like sometimes I probably watch like a couple like high school games. But when they told me like up here like they don't have spring football, I was like that's a little different, whatever. And especially the weather, like it's very different. I get very cold, but I feel like I kind of got used to it from now. I don't know like my least favorite or favorite thing on here, but like I say like my favorite thing about being you said the Mount Union experience.
Yeah.
I say my favorite thing is like I say like going to practice and like perfecting our like technique and stuff like that. My least favorite thing, waking up for like the 6 a.m. list and all
Yeah.
that, but it's just a part of it, I just feel like that's like a step closer to being like a great player, like time management and like getting up and like doing the stuff that make you better. So
Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, that's 6 a.m. I would hate to have to be getting up that early, especially like when it gets colder.
Mm-hmm.
Man, would not be looking forward to that. But
Yeah.
Mount Union, impressive history, 13 national championships. I'm sure that was kind of came into your decision where you wanted to go to college, maybe play football, those type of things. So how would you say the legacy of the program and the players that have come through here, how would you say that kind of influences your approach to the game and some things like that?
Well, I knew like since from high school that like I always wanted to win. I feel like winning is like a great feeling, and like seeing the people, like I watched the videos of Mount Union before I came here. I was like these people like surrounded by a bunch of people that want to win. That's all like striving for the same goal. Like everybody like keyed in on like to this one goal. So I'll say that kind of like that's what drew me here the most. It's just I just feel like that's a great culture to be around, stuff like that. And like like the numerous like great players like the alumni, I just feel like they just set the tone for like the the future, like people like up ahead. So
Yeah, and we talked about it a little bit before we got on here. You're a media major and sport business minor. Do you would you like to stick with being in the sports field, like either in media or any type of that? Like, do you have any idea what you would like to do kind of after your Mount Union career here?
Yeah, for sure. I love being in the sports field, like on the media side. I feel like after I graduate, I probably want to be like a person, like a sports photographer or like a sports videographer. But like something in like the media field of sports. But yeah, I feel like that's what I'm trying to strive for.
Yeah, and last question. I ask everybody this, kind of a fun question. So, do you have any type of pregame like rituals, like something you eat every time before the game, some type of like superstition, music you listen to? Like, do you have any type of pregame like routine or superstitions?
Well, I know one thing we do, like as a D-line, we go out there and have our walk around the field, whatever, no matter like if it's home or away. And like the superstition is like to split the pole, like when we be walking past the goalpost. Rossy would turn around and like see somebody, hey, turn around, don't split the poles. So I feel like that's like probably the only superstitious thing. But otherwise, I just I gotta have my beats at least, like listen to music so I can get locked in and feel good.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's all to it. So
any go-to songs that you listen to?
Go-to songs
or artists?
Go-to artists, I'll for sure say like Gunna, Lil Baby, Young Thug, but it's probably more artists. It just matters how I'm feeling that day.
Yep.
So.
Well, all right, Jeremiah, thank you for coming on. Preparator Sit Down, Week 7. We got Ohio Northern this weekend. Going to be a bit of a long drive.
Yeah.
Not as long as Ferrum, luckily, but
yeah.
Yeah, so good luck this weekend. Good luck rest of the season, and thanks for coming on.
Thank you.